Hello and welcome everyone. I'm sorry I'm a tad late. I started the live a little bit ago and then my daylight saving fogginess made me stop. Some of you might be understanding this right now if you're watching from the US and not from Arizona or Hawaii. So welcome to Tuesday Tea with Annie, first installment in new time zone or time frame, I don't know. I am so happy to be here today, just talking to you, sharing with you. The past few days have been amazing, a lot of work. The master class is going amazeballs. So if you have not signed up for that, please make sure to check out the comments because there's going to be a link that you will be able to sign up for. I am sending a replay of all the interviews. So the master class is a series of interviews that are taking place on your inbox. So every day I'm sending a different expert to you to talk about authenticity, the power of authenticity, empowerment, and success, okay? And that is the topic for today. For those of you that know me, you know I am big on a different take of success. And that's one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about today. Of course, with my awesome Fox mom, and this is how I feel after daylight savings, for Fox sakes, please. And I am having a nice black almond chocolate torte tea today. I needed the smoothness. So let's dive in and let's talk about success real quick, okay? So what is the one thing that a lot of people don't do when it comes to attaining success, when it comes to going for success, okay? What is the one thing that people don't do? For me, it's very simple, but let me tell you the story to see if I can land it real quick. Okay, so when I was in college, when I was leaving school and going to college, all I knew is that I wanted to be successful. I had this need in me to affect people. That's how I saw success. I needed to influence humans. I've always been very bossy, so I always had the need to tell people what to do. So that's pretty much all I had an idea. I wanted to be a writer. So my idea of success was completely broad, and I went to school to become a psychologist. That was my first year in school. The first time I dropped out. You will know by now that I'm a 3 times college dropout. For those of you that get it, it's a painful process, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, so I went to school to become a psychologist. Then I dropped out and decided to become a media major, and then there was film and whatnot. But the one thing that didn't change was my need to influence people, because that's what I did in every single job that I got. So imagine this. Imagine this moment when I am in my leadership program that I started doing 25 years ago, and somebody asks me, okay, so what is it that you want? And I say, I want success. And that person asks me, okay, so what does that look like? And then I have no idea what to say, because all I know is that I want to influence people, I want to help people, but then they tell me, okay, so what does that look like? How is it that you're going to help people? What does life look like for you? And I didn't know what to say. And I find that a lot of people, a lot of my clients, a lot of my followers, a lot of the people in my list, a lot of my family and friends, if I ask them that question, what does success look like to you, they wouldn't know what to say. So that is the one thing that you might not be doing in your way to success, and it is not defining what success means to you, what it looks like to you. Okay? Now this is very important, because the operative word here is you. I spent my life at the beginning of my career studying psychology and all those things, doing things that I thought I should be doing, striving for someone else's definition of success. Okay? And it happens to us a lot. So I want you to really focus on this right now. What does success look like to you? What is the one thing that might make you feel successful. And let me tell you, the definition of success is a fluid thing because it's a very particular thing to us. And your definition of success right now might not be your definition of success in 10 years. I just interviewed an expert in my master class, and she's a 2-time thyroid cancer survivor. And she acknowledged the fact that success meant a very different thing to her before she survived cancer than after she survived cancer. Before she survived cancer, it was all about thriving, being strong, making money. She was a single mother. That was success. After she went through her second round of cancer treatment, she realized that success to her meant connected relationships. I'm not saying that's what success needs to mean to you. I'm not saying that's the moment in your life where you're at. But if you do not take the time to define success for yourself, if you do not take the time to figure out what it looks like to you, it's very likely that you will strive for somebody else's idea of success. It's very likely that even if you arrive into success, you will not know that you're in it. Yesterday, I was talking to a client, and she mentioned how she wasn't happy with the accomplishments that she had. She wasn't happy with her practice growing and all those fun things. She had been harboring some anger. And the one thing that I should have told her and that I didn't, we were in a social gathering, not in a coaching session, was, what does success look like to you? Is this your definition of success? If 5 months ago I would have asked you what you wanted for your business, and would you have said this? If 5 months ago I would have asked you what you want for your life, you who are watching, would you look around right now and say, I got it, and celebrate it? This is one of the reasons why we don't celebrate joys and victories enough. Because we are not aware that we're in a moment of victory. We are just striving. We do not know what success look like to us, so we keep searching and searching and searching. Okay? So I want you to be very focused and intentional in the fact that the only way that you will achieve success is really if you figure out what success means to you. You in particular, not anybody else. Okay? So for you who are watching right now, if you can just type down, what does success mean to you? Do you have a clue for this? Leave a comment. I would love to talk a little bit more about you, or about that, sorry. And figure out, how can you really start defining your success? One of the things that I like telling people when it comes to defining their own definition of success is, what makes your heart sing? When is the moment when you feel the most joy during the day? Yes, happiness and success are not the same thing in the eye of the beholder. Joy and happiness are not the same thing, but joy is the moment that you enjoy in the present. So it's not about that long-term idea of happiness. It's about being in the moment of those little slivers of joy that you can get every single day, and realizing that you are successful every day. Okay? So one thing that I do with my clients is that we work on their vision. The way that I do the vision work is that I tell them, okay, so let's write a day in your life, your ideal day in the life, okay? And I tell them, just from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, how would your ideal day look like? And what they find after they do the exercise is that maybe more than half of what they've already written, it's a reality. It's something that they've already attained. Like, if I look at my life and the vision that I wrote a year ago, and I look at the clients that I wanted, and waking up at the time that I wanted, and where I wanted to be physically, where I wanted to be emotionally, all those things are a reality right now. There might be 1 or 2 or 3 things that are not there yet, but I'm working towards them. But I get to celebrate the things that are a reality. If you look at your life right now, it might be exactly what you wished for a year ago, and you have not been open enough to receive that joy. So on your way to success, the first thing that you want to do, the one thing that you need to do, is figure out what success means to you, so that you can be aware enough, so that you can be open enough, so that your eyes can be open enough for you to really accept it when you get it. So you can stop running around trying to find somebody else's definition of success. So you can stop running around and chasing the world's definition of success that does not match your values. You need to be really aware of your values when it comes to defining your success. Okay? So those are the two things that I would recommend on the path of defining your success. So the one thing that you might not be doing, so just a little recap, the one thing that you might not be doing is defining your own success and not letting others define it for you. Now, in order to define your own idea of success, I have two exercises for you. One is grab a sheet of paper and write down a day in the life, a day in your successful life. What does your ideal day look like? And write it down from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, and be specific about it. What do you want? What's the car? What's the house? What's the family? How does it look like for you? How does your body look? What are you eating? Okay? And what you will realize after you do that is that you can start taking steps towards that right now. Okay? You don't have to wait to be healthy to start eating healthy. You need to start eating healthy to get healthy. You don't have to wait until you have the 2 kids to start showing love to them. You can start working on the one that you have, or the puppy that you have, or the partner that you have. You build your success as long as you're clear on what that looks like, one day at a time. Okay? And the second thing that I would say on regards to defining your own success is get clear on your values. What are the things that mean something to you? So that your success will match your values. So for some people, family is a value. Spending time with family is a value. And they're chasing a definition of success that keeps them away from family. So are they being successful after all? If family is a value, if spending time with their family is a value, and they spend so much time out away that they don't even recognize their kids when they come back, are they being successful? If one of your values is helping others be the best version of themselves that they can be, let's say you're a coach, because I can relate to that example, and every day you're going to work to fight, be miserable, to criticize, judge other people, are you fulfilling your value right there? Who are you helping in your immediate environment? Maybe coaching is a side hustle for now, but if you're not cultivating your value, if you're not exploiting it every single day and making a difference in people's lives every single day, you are not getting closer to your definition of success. Because let me tell you, success is not a dollar amount. A dollar amount comes after success. It is just a manifestation of you doing what you know is right for you. Okay? And let me tell you, money is part of success at the end. It's like on the other side of it. Okay? So for those of you that are wondering what success means to you, do those exercises. Figure out what your values are and just look around you and see if you're living them, and see if the decisions that you're making every day are getting you closer to them, and write down a day in the life. If you have any questions about those exercises, please drop a comment. I would be more than happy to guide you through them, because they have been life-changing for myself and for my clients. And for those of you that have not signed up for the masterclass, then the next 2 weeks of speakers are going to be amazeballs. So I'm going to drop the link in the comments so that you can sign up, and you will not be behind, because I am sending a replay this Sunday. So make sure you check that out. Everyone, have a great day, and thank you for watching.